I just watched Weapons, directed by Zach Cregger, and he's known for doing Barbarian. I was a big fan of the first half of Barbarian, and the second half completely lost me, and it just got downright goofy to the point where I was just laughing at the screen. So, is this movie better, and is Zach able to land the plane this time? Yes and no, and I'll get into that. Spoiler free, by the way. This was definitely one of my most anticipated movies of the year, simply because the marketing on this team absolutely killed it. A while ago, they released these weird, cryptic ring camera footage videos on their accounts, and it's just these kids running in T poses, and it's super bizarre, and you're so intrigued by it that you want to know what's going on. And I thought they did a really good job in this movie showing that and keeping you locked in and engaged. So the movie's about a classroom of kids that just randomly disappear in the middle of the night without a trace, and no one knows why, and they want to blame the teacher. And I will say that the movie is really interesting all the way through. It's a similar story structure to Barbarian, where there's a bunch of characters told from different perspectives, and there's different chapters along the movie, and it all comes together in the climax. Julia Gardner as the teacher of the classroom, who's deeply flawed and quite an alcoholic. I thought she did great. I thought Josh Brolin as a father just trying to find his son did amazing. I'm happy that it's Josh Brolin and not Pedro Pascal, who was originally supposed to be the star of this movie. I just thought the whole cast really killed it, especially the kid Alex, who's played by Carrie Christopher. This kid is very mysterious. You know that there's something going on the entire movie, and when it's told through his perspective towards the end of the movie, I was actually getting a little teary-eyed. Like, this kid is going through a lot, and you really feel for him. The cinematography is awesome. The editing is pretty good. They definitely set up some really good scares along the way. And the whole movie, like, I want to say up until the very end, I was completely locked in. I didn't think the way that they explained things was dumb. Some people might not like it, but personally, I liked it. As far as scary goes, the movie's not that scary. There are some jump scares, but it didn't really scare me as much as Barbarian. But I do think the story overall is better than Barbarian, which is good. But I just got to say, the very end of the movie, I think that this is just Zach Cregger's style, where he just makes things look so ridiculous to the point where you just start laughing at the screen. Like, the whole theater was just laughing. And I think that that's what he's going for. But personally, for me, it just takes me out of the experience. And I think that if you're trying to make a movie as serious as A Bunch of Kids Missing, having a dark comedy twist to it at the very end is just, it's not for me. But if you're going to watch a Zach Cregger movie, I guess in the future, just be expecting that, because Barbarian was the exact same way. First half of the movie was awesome, super scary. And then the second half of the movie, they got this giant monster's tits flailing everywhere. It was hilariously stupid and goofy. But this one isn't that bad. So just know that. But yeah, overall, I liked it. I had a good time for most of the movie. And if I were to give it a score, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Now, I definitely recommend you to go see this movie. Just know that the ending is going to be very weird. But yeah, if you enjoyed this review, go ahead and leave a like, follow, subscribe, do all that stuff. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.